What it is, folks, we're back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on some. Got my family and my brothers here with me one more again. Sauce J. What the business is, man?
That's right. You got Ray J, you got OJ, you got PB and J, you got Sauce J. You take your pick.
Hopefully they not gonna pick OJT. Hopefully they not picking him. All right. Who you got behind you today, T?
Man, I got me some Bobby Blue Bland, the California album. I got a little Rick James street songs.
Rick.
And then from a Marvin Gaye double tonight. I got I Want You album, and I kept my What's Going On album up there because that's top 5 album all time. Don't matter what genre, don't matter, top 5 album all time.
That I Want To a bad motherfucker too, though.
Yeah, I Want You tough.
As you know, Mr. JoJo, the goddamn R&B connoisseur over here. JoJo, what the business is, man?
Oh, man, nothing, man. Just currently second and unsauced.
It's going to be a long night for me, America. It's going to be a long night for me. But before we get into it, got to tell y'all this here is sponsored by Statement Tees. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. You see the statement I'm making right now. Kind of provocative. All right. Hey, you decide. You know what I'm saying? You got control of your life. I used to tell my students, the world is yours, for you control your destiny. You understand? So always remember, you got control of your life. You can make that shit happen or make that shit sad. You understand? If you want to make that same statement, go over to statementteesllc.com. You can cut that bitch or hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And maybe you want something else. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know. But, brothers, I don't know which one of y'all said it, but goddamn it, you were spot on. Y'all said, look, man, shoot, we gonna cover Jack State. We ain't got to worry about shit. Every week, Prime gonna give us something. And I'll be goddamn y'all motherfuckers were not right. This week, Coach Prime didn't Slick alluded to, ain't no Slick, fuck it. He
no, it was Slick. It was Slick.
You think it was Slick?
He slid in the Big 12 DM.
Subtle. Right.
He slid in the Big 12 DM.
He put it out there. Hey, Big 12, I would love to have a conversation with you. So I guess that is subtle.
That sound like you trying to holler at Jill. That's like me trying to holler at Jill Scott.
They ain't just say, all right, I'm gonna let you slide with that. All right.
Let me have a conversation with you.
You know? But he didn't just say, hey, Big 12, we want to invite. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have a conversation with you. You understand? Now, America, if you don't know the significance of that statement, we know Texas and Oklahoma just put college sports, like, it got this shit just going crazy right now. I got people on TV telling me that college sports has changed forever. Like, the way we knew it is over with now because you got Texas and Oklahoma, two big brands, gigantic brands in college sports, especially college football, have joined the biggest brand of them all in college football. Shit, in college sports, really. SEC. And you know they're going over there for football reasons, okay? But the SEC was already the powerhouse. And now you got Texas, a school with their own fucking network. Texas got his own fucking network. They came over there. OU, we know they're a traditional powerhouse. They always putting the NFL boys in the league and stuff like that. They said, fuck that, we're going to the SEC. So now the Big 12 sitting there looking a fool because as JoJo was telling me off camera, y'all already had Texas A&M lead the Big 12. Y'all already had Missouri lead the Big 12. Nebraska, when we were coming up, was a Big 12 staple. They already left. What, they Big 10 now, Joe?
Big 10.
Big 10. So now the Big 12, they're looking a fool. And Prime like, yeah, I am, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if they want to get in the Big 12 or not, but here's my question to my brother. How do you think Jackson State would do if they actually got in a bigger conference? Now, for those of y'all that don't know, again, Jackson State is in the SWAC, okay? In the SWAC. But So we talking a bigger conference. It ain't got to just be Big 12. It ain't got to just be Pac-12, whatever like that, or SEC. Shit, how would they fare in Conference USA? Or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? What if they just broke through for black schools and was able to get right alongside some of these big white schools? How do you think they would do? T, I'm gonna start with you.
There need to be more bags coming. I think there need to be more bags coming. In a bigger conference, I don't know. I don't know simply because I don't know if Jackson State is there yet in terms of the dollars and just really flowing money and funneling money to. I mean, can they get to the plane of a USM? I think they can. I think they can. Because they get more attendance than probably we do, to be honest with you. But it's gonna take. I think Deion was swinging for the stars. I might have been on Conference USA and went, that might be all right. That might be all right. Like I could see Jackson State competing with Conference USA teams and such. But I don't know. I guess I don't want to like not be the big dreamer and not say that I wouldn't want to see it happen, but it's just gonna take years. I think it's just gonna take time. I mean, like you said, and you preluding into this, Oklahoma and Texas are two of the powerhouses, of the era, over our time. Mm-hmm. I mean, so you're saying Jackson State's got to get to that kind of level, and that just takes a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, if Prime gonna get them to that point, and let's just say not even Big 12, let's just say the Sun Belt or Conference USA, or let's just say I'm trying to think of another conference, but something of that nature, or let's just say the AAC, just throwing it out there. Then Deion's got to stick around a while, see it through. He's got to stay around. He's got to see it through. But I'm sure he had a conversation. I don't know how far the conversation went, but it's this one kind of I kind of looked at this caption like, really, Prime? Like right now? Like 4-3 last year. Don't win the division first, because that's what a lot of people.
We're not talking about the past.
I'm just telling you what people wrote. People wrote, "Hey, look, y'all 4-3 last year." And remember,
hey, that what the street saying out here to you.
The street said it. It was like, well, Prime, y'all was 4-3 last year. You ain't won your conference in a while. Yada yada. And two, I think it also said in his contract if he took him to another conference, he'd get 100 racks. So
yeah, that's what I read in Rashad Milligan's reporting. Shout out to Rashad.
So I would holler at him too for 100 racks.
See that?
But that's just where I'm at on it. That's just where I'm at on it.
JoJo, what you think, man?
Man, honestly, I don't. As far as competition wise, I don't think they would be ready. Not right now. Let's try to get those 4 and 5 stars rolling in for a couple years where you could build a program. And the reason I say that is because we've seen Jackson State go up against. Let's just take Conference USA. We saw Jackson State go up against USM, and we talking 55-7. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I would love to see it, only because it would break barriers. Possibly, I don't know, may even help Maynard get in the door somewhere. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Y'all just slid Maynard up in here, man. Look at them up here.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got
no. But you got to remember what I'm saying now. Look, which would mean Maynard needs who? He would need that Deion help,
right,
to get in that door. Because right now, the only reason we know Maynard is because, Coach Maynard is because of the noise he was talking, about Jackson State or whatever. But I would love to see it.
Now you gonna have these Alabama A&M fans hiding that Joe.
I know. I know.
They would say you know them because they just want to swag. That what they gonna tell you now.
I know. I know. But you know it's kind of funny because when everybody was expecting JSU to kind of run through the spring and beat everybody, I was hearing it was just the spring. It isn't the same. But I'll let that go.
Right.
But to be honest, I'm gonna tell you why I would love to see it. I would want them to go there and actually like be, relevant. But we see people like Kentucky and the SEC. They never relevant. They just there. They just there. Vanderbilt just there.
When it comes to football,
when it comes to football, they're just there.
Yeah.
So it ain't like you really have to be, but for Jackson State's sake and for my bravado that I would be able to spew, I would like them to go to a big conference and wreck shop. Right. But I don't think they're ready. Not right now.
Well, y'all know that recruiting is the lifeblood of college athletics. Recruiting. Who you got? Who you bringing in? And as of right now, this is from 24/7 Sports. So shout out to them. On their recruiting ranking, currently Jackson State got the 55th class in the nation. Overall, 55. All right. And what's driving that number is the fact that they got 5 4-stars signed. 5 of them things. Okay. Ain't nobody else got 5 4-stars they bringing in other than Cal. Mississippi State is tied with 5. And then you start getting to the big boys. You start getting into some of these names that like, okay, the Florida States and Penn States and Auburn only got 5. Why I'm saying that, but Ole Miss got 7. But like when you get on up to Alabama,
take your time.
Well, we know you weren't going to say Alabama A&M.
Alabama got 16 4-stars. That's no. I wasn't going to fuck up the name. Oh. I'm looking at how many motherfuckers. So no, Jackson State. I don't know if we'll ever get to that level. Just because the amount of money that these boosters pouring in there, I don't know. I don't know. But can we get some of these other motherfuckers that's down here? They already whooping them in recruit.
I was gonna say they're in front of Texas Tech, right?
They're in front of Texas Tech. That's Pat Mahomes' school. You feel me? Like, and that's still over in the Big 12. They're in front of South Carolina, which is in the SEC. Like they many spots over South Carolina. The aforementioned Southern Miss. Man, Southern Miss down here, goddamn.
Don't mention it.
Lord. Southern Miss is 123. 123.
Jackson State 124 schools.
See there?
The 22 class looks all right.
Like, so if they pull some shit like, I know the move with Texas and Oklahoma supposed to jump off 2025 or something like that from what I saw.
Yeah,
so that if Jackson State did something like that, made a move into a bigger conference and kind of you do the paperwork or whatever now, but then it actually jump off later, that would get, if this kind of recruiting gonna keep going on.
Yeah. And you know what though? I guess I didn't think about it. If you get into a big conference, that actually helps with your recruiting too, though.
Yeah, that's right. Now those kids don't have that. Oh, well, ain't no big conference. Also, when you're in these big conferences, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right on this. I think all the schools end up splitting money. Like when schools make these big time bowls and shit, like the schools make money. Like for instance, when we were at Southern Miss in undergrad, I know my freshman year, and TCU had a chance of going to the BCS, and they came to Southern Miss and we beat that motherfucking ass. A lot of folks who come to USA were pissed with Southern Miss.
They were hot.
Because the other schools were like, we were finna get a cut of that money for a Conference USA school going to this BCS bowl. You know what I'm talking about? So that's money. Let's say Jack State was able to get. Big 12 needs somebody. They sitting here looking a fool right now, football wise.
Well, for one, they need to stop calling themselves Big 12.
That's right. But let's say they were able to get there and start getting some of them checks. That would help.
They talking like they might go after is it North Dakota State?
Oh, they might as well get Jackson State.
Then. Oh, wait a minute now.
They bringing North Dakota State.
Oh, that's where Trey Lance was there, right?
Carson Wentz,
yeah, you know, I know North Dakota State got the what they supposed to be the jewel of the FCS and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how people talk. Okay. Well, looking like that shit finna change if this kind of recruiting keep going on. Because all these schools, I'm saying, I don't see no FCS school. Jack State whooping all these FBS schools in recruiting right now. So I don't know, bro. I would love to see it happen, but I want to add this in here. Part of me say, man, I don't want to fuck up tradition, too. You know what I'm saying? Like the swag is the swag, the rivalries are the rivalries.
Right.
You kind of want to maintain that. Like Texas and Oklahoma moving into the SEC, they're gonna keep the Red River rivalry. Now the whole Texas A&M beef, you know what I'm saying? They can kind of re-spark that. And you know, Texas, that's the fucking South. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma, basically, they got a southern feel to it and shit like that. Like them being in the SEC, we probably gonna see some new rivalries. But if Jackson State left and went there, like who you gonna hate? I would miss hating Southern. I would miss that. They probably find a way to keep the Alcorn game. They probably would find some kind of way to keep the Alcorn game. But like all the other rivalries, I don't know. But hey, you know, money gonna take over that. Folks gonna say, fuck all that tradition if this money finna be stupid.
I always hate.
Know it.
You know that. So America, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all think. First of all, you're a real Jack State fan. Would you even want them to lead the SWAC? Okay, that's number one. Two, if they did lead the SWAC, how do you think they would fare against some of these bigger schools? Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.